Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is June 17th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendations here, even though I may talk about some trading strategies and positions and all, but kind of ignore it. Again, you need to check with your financial advisor, check with your significant other, and make sure trading is actually something that is actually suitable for you. Get educated, and contact us here at Right Side Trading. Okay, let's take a quick look at here. Basic to sum it all up, the NASDAQ is still my bull. It had slowed down, a couple of weeks ago, had kind of doji on us, but I still see it going higher in the big picture and on the long picture and all. So let's take a quick look here at the quarterly chart. On the quarterly chart, as we can see, it has broken a yearly R1 level. It really became my bull back here when it broke this yearly pivot and now is going higher. I saw somebody said something about, I don't know what they were looking at, but I'm looking at QQQ. QQQ is what the one I like looking at. This is the one I trade when I trade, or I'm trading the future contract. Let me just take a quick look at the future contract. I want to just see something, see if the future contract is maybe saying something. Nope, the future contract is in the same place. NDX. Maybe they're looking at NDX or something. NDX. Let me see what's going on there. Nope. Nope. They're all the same. So that's the whole thing that I'm seeing here. It's still my bull is still going higher, and all the quarterly picture is not showing us anything that this thing is actually ready to slow down yet. Even though we're near supply, we're going to slow down a little bit. But let's go ahead and take we can see a better picture of that on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, but as you can see, we're breaking this little supply level here where the market dropped and kind of based a little bit here in this area and then dropped. But we're getting above that right now here on this monthly chart. I'll zoom in a little bit more where you can see what I'm talking about. This area here. So right now we're getting ready to attack these tops and all. And let me go back to QQQ. It's all going to look pretty much the same, but don't want to get where I'm changing stuff around too much on you, but you just get used to seeing this. This is where, like I say, we are above this area right here and all. So I'm expecting this market to continue higher and fight this supply right here, and closer we get to this top. So that's getting close to 400. We're going to be looking at if these shorts haven't got out of this market yet, it's going to be a major short squeeze once we get up here, and this market is going to rocket off to maybe another 100 points higher. I'm a bullish trader. Take that into consideration. I'm always thinking the market is going to go way high, But I've learned to just see what I see happening on the chart. Right now, based on what we're seeing on the chart, this market is going to be it's going to be slowing down, but it's going to be fighting its way through this supply right here and actually going higher. Our stochastic is actually getting near the top. So again, that's another indicator that this market may be slowing down. But we do have room. These are quarterly pivots and all, and we do have room going over to the next quarter. When we come into this quarter after the end of this month, we are going to be above pivot, and we got our resistance level still just below the supply here at the top of the supply. So I can definitely see the market heading higher. But we keep monitoring this thing from week to week and see what's happening here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart and see what we see. Load the weekly, and on the weekly picture, zoom in here a little bit. Right here on the weekly picture, we have monthly pivots. We have, again, on the weekly picture on the monthly pivots, we are above an R1 going to an R2. So that's the thing right now. The NASDAQ, I'm not, as we can see, all you got to do is look at the yellow, 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 yellow. You very seldom see the NASDAQ cross this yellow. So again, that gets back to my slowdown. We're going to be, when we do get to the yellow, if we do get close to the yellow, we're going to be at the bottom side of this supply that's up here. So again, that gets me back to a point where this market is going to slow down a little bit. Got to just see what's going to happen. Will we get a turnover or not? Don't know. But again, I expect a slowdown. Gotta nail those interests. If you're going long, you might get a little bit more going to the short side these days. And also, but be careful. As we can see down here also on the bottom on this weekly chart, let me zoom. The stochastic, as you've been long, if you've been watching my stuff and seeing when to get in the bottom, you had a double bottom down here. You had a confirmation of a morning star, then you had a bullish engulfing here. You had a couple things to actually get you into this market and been riding this thing all the way up here to the top for over 100 points and close to 100 points and all. But right, and it's been in a management zone here where it's no time to be taking a long trade up here. You hear all the news, all the noise out there now telling you to buy because they're trying to sell. So be careful about that stuff that's going on out there in the media and in the news right now. Learn to see these charts and learn to see where the market is at and trade accordingly based on your plans and your strategies. Again, let me go ahead and break on down here to the daily chart and let's wrap this on up. And we'll be done with this. Again, we're going to look at this little supply right here on the daily chart. You can see right here, this is what we've been fighting here, this little supply that was right here. I don't want to maximize that quite yet, but let me just put a line here. Let me do this, draw. Where's my drawing tools? My price thing is there. So I'm going to put a line right here. And I want to put a line right here to identify my zone. See, this is that 360 where I was on the dial where I was talking about. And then if we zoom all the way back over this way, we can see this is where the market is trying to get through. This is where the market is having a hard time here this past week. These are weekly pivots on a daily chart and all. As you can see, this week we did get up to the bottom of this. We got into the zone. We got to the top of the zone, and we got a sell-off on Friday. The thing is, come Monday, I expect us to be above pivot unless this market gaps down for some reason over the weekend, and we may come back down. And if we come down, I would expect us to come down maybe to this area, this little cluster area right here, hang out here, and maybe get a bounce. But if we drop below that, it's kind of like all things are off. Let's see if we're going to come all the way back down here to low 300s. But this is what I'm seeing right now. I don't expect that big of a pullback. I expect maybe a little bit of a pullback, and that's like 25 points coming back down into this area right here from a 75 to a 50 level, and then heading right back up. We have to kind of just wait and see that will it even get out of this zone right here and get down to this area. So on the small picture, that's what I'm seeing. But let's wait and see and trade accordingly based on your plans, your strategy, and everything else. No trade recommendations here. Again, this is Solomon, Right Side Trader. I hope this has been helpful. If you like what you've been seeing, like, subscribe, and share. Talk to you later. Bye.